1 week into the election campaign, the Conservative message is shifting from focusing hard on the economy to the target today, security, specifically the issue of Canadians traveling abroad to become foreign fighters.
A re-elected Conservative government will designate travel to places that are ground zero for terrorist activity a criminal offense.
Harper said the proposed law would apply to certain declared areas, adding there were very few legitimate reasons to go to places like these, but didn't mention which countries. And when asked if it would restrict any civil liberties, Harper said traveling to places under the governance of extremist groups was not a human right. Let's bring in National Affairs Editor Chris Hall now. Chris, we've heard tough talk on security from Stephen Harper before. Is this in any way different?
Well, not really, David. Remember, the government passed Bill C-51 early this year, and it already makes it illegal for Canadians to travel overseas to fight with terrorist organizations. It makes it illegal to promote that. It also allows authorities to take away the passports of people who might be intending to travel. So critics say it's difficult to see how this added layer will have much impact, especially since no one flies directly into areas where terrorist activity is heightened. So some concerns about that. Also some concern as you look ahead at this. Well, Australia has done this already and has listed two areas, northern Iraq and northern Syria, as declared areas where it's illegal for Australians to go. Stephen Harper didn't say today what areas might be included. But if you look at the list of banned terrorist organizations in this country, there's more than 24, and they don't just operate in the Gulf. They operate in places like West Africa and places like even Turkey, Sri Lanka. One wonders, or the question, I guess, is that how far and how many of these areas might be declared.
Right. And why focus on security right now?
Good politics. The Conservatives believe their tough on crime, tough on terror agenda distinguishes them from the other parties. And it's particularly true in Quebec, where polls have consistently shown, David, that support for the C-51 measures was the strongest of anywhere in the country.
Okay, so that's security. Let's look ahead to the week ahead. The Duffy trial, it's picking back up. What can we expect there?
A key witness, Nigel Wright, the former chief of staff to Stephen Harper, who has said nothing since this whole affair broke 2 years ago. So he'll be up on the stand, and clearly a distraction for the Conservative campaign, which wants to control the agenda and not have to respond to outside influences.
All right, Chris Hall, thanks very much.
Thanks, David.